Hello, I'm Daniel Delgado, and today I'm excited to show you how our user performance monitoring tool can provide value to you and your team. In this demo, I'll walk you through the key features of the product and show you how it can provide insights into the performance and availability of any of your applications. First things first, there will be a new section in the side navigation, aptly named Monitor. If we want to start setting up a new monitor, we first have to go to the Configuration tab. This opens up the monitor configuration page, where we then select either New Monitor Config buttons on the page. Next, you select the monitor config name, provide a description, and select the monitor type. Based on your selection, you will have additional fields to complete. As we proceed to step 2, if you're familiar with DAI and test config setup, then this flow should be similar, with the exception that you can only add one test case as a step per monitor config. Finally, in step 3, you have additional advanced settings to select. Now, I'll click the Create Monitor Config button at the bottom, and with that, we're back at the monitor configuration page with our monitor configuration setup reflected in the table. For the purpose of this demo, I created multiple monitor configurations just to show what this would look like. Now that we've set up a monitor config, the next step would be to run it and review its results. To do that, we'll select the Monitor Runner tab on the left-hand side and choose a monitor. To manually test a monitor, you can do so by selecting the Run or Play button in the right-hand column. Again, this is very similar to the normal runner if you're familiar with the AI. Once it's completed, you will see its status updated accordingly. However, a more typical way of working with monitors is to have them tested at a given frequency by setting up a schedule. You can do this by selecting the No Schedule button, as there isn't one set up for this particular monitor, which will then take you to the scheduling page. We'll select to run this monitor on a selected time, and then repeat every 15 minutes, but you can set this up however you like. We'll save that, and to show an example of what this would look like after multiple tests have been executed, you can easily identify the results icons for the last in monitors in the previous results column. From here, you can drill down into each result by selecting any of the icons. This will provide useful information such as the logs and the duration of that particular run. And by selecting the Open in Results button, you will be directed to the monitor results page for that particular config, as you can see from the header at the top. Additionally, you can always go directly to the monitor result page by selecting it from the side navigation to view the results of all the runs. Finally, I'll walk you through the new dashboards that we're introducing specifically for monitors. First up is the Monitor Availability dashboard, which displays data per monitor config. You can select this using the drop-down at the top right corner within a specific time frame based on the filters at the top. This bar graph shows the run status of the selected monitor config within the last 8 hours. You can see the duration in seconds, which is represented on the y-axis, and the time of the test on the x-axis. The graph is interactive with the 4 statuses from the legend. By selecting the past status, those data points will be removed from the chart, displaying only the other statuses. Selecting it again will add it back, thus you're free to select and deselect any status in the legend, and the chart will reflect those changes. You can hover over each bar to see the details of that individual test case run, and selecting one takes you to the monitor result details page. If we return to the monitor availability dashboard, At the bottom, you can find a table of the test case runtimes and additional details. Selecting the View and Results button takes us to the Monitor Results page with pre-selected filters. Going back once again, you can always select any of the statuses, pass, fail, error, queued, or canceled at the top. If we click on the pass status, it takes us to the Monitor Result page pre-filled with the pass status based on our previous selection for that particular monitor. Last but not least is the performance dashboard, which shows data per monitor config, but this time it breaks down the test run into the test case step level. So each color of the bar represents the duration of each step, making it easy to pinpoint which step takes the longest amount of time. Again, the graph is interactive. If we turn our attention to the legend below the graph, we can select any one of those steps. The selected step will then be removed and only display the remaining steps in the chart. When hovering over a particular bar, you get a bit more information, and upon clicking, you're directed to the monitor result page for that particular step test case. And similar to the previous dashboard, at the bottom, you will find a table with the test case step runtime breakdown. And selecting the View and Results button takes us to the Monitor Results page with pre-selected filters. So that's it for now. Hopefully it was useful. We're excited for you all to try this out firsthand. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help. Thanks for watching and hope you have a great day.